This is a book review of the Fantastic Four's The World's Greatest Comic Magazine. It's about 240 pages of brilliant Marvel comics. And there's the back cover. Can even the fabulous FF survive the power cosmic? And it's done in the style of Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, sort of as if these stories were from the 1960s. I think it's a continuation on. It's actually got lots of elements of the time. The Doc Doom story against the Silver Surfer, those sorts of things. So it's just a really good. It came out in 2018 and it collects together the world's greatest comic magazines 1 to 12. It's been written and obviously artists drawn by numerous people. So I'm just going to quickly run through a few. Eric Larson, Bruce Timm, again Bruce Timm, Tom DeFalco, Kurt Busiek, and Shannon Denton, and many others. I mean, the contents page lists a massive selection of people. So you've got layouts, Keith Griffin, Eric Larson there, and so on. So it's a vast amount. It's a nice little introduction by Eric Larson, and it's in colour, fully in colour. There's one little section of bonus material at the back, and that's some thumbnail layouts by Eric Larson. But you've got Baxter Building Besieged, but it's done, I say, in the 1960s style. Now it can't match that, never can, because it's not the 1960s. We do not have that mentality of the 60s and 70s, and so when it's done like this, it's great, but it's never going to match the style of that time, however much it might superficially look like. But it's just great because they actually make it look very cartoon-like, more cartoon-like than being like Jack Kirby's work. But obviously at the start it does say about Titanic tribute to the time-honoured talents of Stan the Man Lee and Jack King Kirby. The Fantastic Four comics were the masterpieces. For me, I loved all those issues. But this doesn't really look the same. It's got a superficial feel of that period. The artwork in some places is pretty rough, I think, personally. I mean, there's some really drawings. I mean, poor old someone like Sue Storm there and Human Torch. However, still a great tale. You've got the Mad Thinker's robot, the android. And it's pretty. You've got Doc Doom, of course, in the story. You've got the Sinister Sentry. The Sinister Secret of the Century. You got a lovely one with them walking. And actually a lot of these, I remember, this was a jumper that I think the Thing had in one of the comic books. Obviously you wouldn't need a really big jumper for the Thing. And you got the Submarine turned up as well. And the whole story is really, obviously, it's Doc Doom. Doc Doom is the key villain, of course, for Marvel's Fantastic Four. But it's just got brilliant scenes all the way through here. Again, lots of great. Also, some brilliant appearances by others from the various characters. You've got the Angel, the X-Men. You've got Havoc, Polaris turns up, Spidey turns up. And again, you've got the final triumph for Doctor Doom. And it's brilliant. Make way for MODOK. Again, you've got the Marvel girl, Professor X. And Doc Doom is doing all these various devious things behind the scenes. So the whole comic book, these 12 issues that were included in this lovely collection, it's really Doc Doom. And you got Captain America. Captain America turns up, Falcon. So it's really got, see the Falcons, I think it was late 60s, 70s, I can't remember exactly when Falcon came. You've got the Hulk turns up. Now the Hulk looks very un-Hulk-like. I don't think I've ever seen the Hulk look like that. Some scenes like that. Then the Inhumans. So you've got the Inhumans as well. Again, Doc Doom, the Watcher, Lockjaw, Crystal, Black Panther. So you've got the Wizard, obviously Frightful 4. Lots and lots of different. The Avengers turn up in this. Captain America looking a bit crunched down there. And Negative Zone. You got the lot. Literally, this is just a complete run through of, and the stories have got Galactus, of course, you've got Silver Surfer. So it really covers virtually the entire selection of villains and obviously heroes of the Fantastic Four period of the 60s. But I say it's a story that's very much of now, even though obviously it is ostensibly the 60s. Even going, they've got Asgard, as you can see on the back. Great. I don't think the Fantastic Four ever went to Asgard, but heck, brilliant. Brilliant. Maybe they should have done. Maybe they should have had lots of characters popping up in Asgard, but that never really happened. I don't think Odin was particularly one for, oh, come along to Asgard kind of thing. I think he was always a bit of a gruff guy that said, don't come to Asgard. And he was always generally annoyed with his son when he did bring anyone anyway. So, but what a brilliant magazine. This is just brilliant. Now, the artwork is good in places. It's a good half of the book is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But it does vary, I have to say. Paper quality is superb. Colouring is very in your face. It's very, very saturated colours. It's very cartoonish, but actually absolutely fine story. Great read. And one of those books you can read probably in a couple of hours, hour almost. And it's brilliant. Thoroughly enjoy it. Epic tale. So totally recommended book.